Well, the first step has been taken in the Backyard 400. I am in the Harbor Freight parking lot where I just bought my sawhorses. So now we're going to find Carrie at the Goodwill because she's a Goodwiller and she finds a lot of good stuff there. But just letting everybody know that the go-kart stands have been bought.
Hello, race fans from the Backyard 400.
What's going on, YouTube world? I'm Matt the Camera Guy, and it is the month of April, and it is time for the inaugural Backyard 400 presented by Travis Bell in Indianapolis in his backyard with yard cart go-karts. My definition of a yard cart is what I wanted for Christmas in the late 80s that I never got. The go-kart that True Value sold. I remember True Value had like 1- and 2-seater yard carts. They're just... So Daniel Dillon and Travis Bell came up with a rules package saying that the motor, you couldn't have over a 6 horsepower motor with no billet parts. And I'm assuming that we're going to see some exotic clutches. And in my opinion, I think that the race is going to be won on whoever figures out these brakes, because we have these carts going way faster than they're capable of. And that's a pretty technical track.
Plenty of room to pass through here. We go, and it gets a little tight through here. We're going to add some concrete on each side of the S's, and now into the heavy S's. Oh my, one hand is a little tough. Down to the south straightaway. Coming into the fire pit turn. Back through the back stretch. We'll be adding some concrete runoffs as we get into spring. Coming back through the switchback through the double trees. Coming back again. Down the long back straightaway. This is the single file. Some people call it the Widowmaker. Turn 11. And out of turn 11, going down, and then we are going to double wide this going into the spring. Add some runoff down the Laguna Seca style hill, past the pits, back onto the main straightaway.
And now they've put in the widening the corners and the runoff areas, and so it's really coming together. I think today they were laying the brick for the start finish line, but in true Travis Bell fashion, he's putting the bricks out there, and this thing is really turning into a big event. I can't wait. I'm leaving out on April 20th. I think that is a Wednesday. So once I get out there, I will probably go live. I would say probably around noon on Octane Addicts TV. So make sure you like and subscribe there, because I'm going to try to figure all this out. So let's talk about the rules. My interpretation of the rules, and I'm sure everybody's is going to be different, is that as long as you got a 212cc, 6 horsepower or less motor, no billet parts, so pretty much limited to a stage 1 kit. But I'm sure everybody has looked at taking the governor off of them or has taken them off of them. But at that point, I mean, really and truly, these Predator engines, these 212 Predator engines are just, they're really fast enough for what these carts will do. So in fact, we were down there when legendary cannonballer Mark Spence took a spill. And that's when I met him for the first time.
Mark Spence barrel rolled one already with his head first into the ground.
Mark's a pretty cool dude. And actually, I think Mark Spence may be my pick to win the Backyard 400. I saw that white car he debuted today, so he was talking about wanting to paint it something, but who knows. But I think my pick may be Mark Spence. He might be my favorite at the moment. He's already taken a spill, and so he knows where the limit is, at least right there. But yeah, I think if I was going to be in it running, I mean, my strategy was to get the cart jigged up, and then start looking at that floating axle, and then how we could put maybe like a motorcycle brake on it. It's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know. It's going to be cool to see what these guys come up with, because the guys that have the brakes figured out are going to be the guys that are fast. These carts are way too overpowered for the track they're on. And so, I mean, I'm sure weight's going to be involved to an extent with the drivers, you know, guys that are really good kart guys that figure out the clutches and the sprockets and all that. There's just going to be so much out there. It's going to be so cool to see. But in my opinion right now, I'm going with the guys that had the brakes figured out. I really think that that's going to play a big key in these things, because if they just showed up yard cart stock brakes, they'll never see the finish line. If you want any more information on the yard cart, if you have one and are trying to get entered, contact, you know, like I said earlier, get on Facebook, Inaugural Back Yard 400. Just make a post in there. Travis or Daniel will see it, and they'll take care of you accordingly. You know, like I said, I'm going to be down there on the 20th. So I am taking the red eye. Old TB got me on the red eye, headed to Indy. So I will be there probably by 9:30. So yeah, just let's look forward to, I'll go live there at 12 o'clock on Wednesday once I get to Indy, and we'll see what goes on from there. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Y'all stay safe out there. I can't wait for the Backyard 400. Oh, after cramming Rob in the yard cart.